the financial stability report and the impact it would have. But just in a bit, Dipan, stay on because we have a very interesting discussion lined up. In the last few days, there were comments coming in from Minister Nitin Gadkari talking about the potential of a steel price hike. What is the impact that this would have on a whole host of players? The management of NMDC joins in now. Sumit Deb, who is the chairman and managing director of the company, is with us. Mr. Deb, thanks for joining us. As I said, over the past weekend, Nitin Gadkari made a lot of comments on raising steel prices. Do you see this having an impact on NMDC's iron ore prices?
Prices have been, steel prices have been moving up. Obviously, NMDC as a company, we also have been looking at the markets, the way the international markets have been behaving, and the domestic markets too. In fact, Odisha has, we have seen prices going up in Odisha. We have been following the trend in the market, and that's how our prices have also increased in line with the market. That's
okay. No, Mr. Deb, has Mr. Gadkari or anybody in government communicated anything to you?
No, not really.
Okay. So, how does NMDC's iron ore prices compare with imported iron ore?
Though we have been following the trend international iron ore increase, but we don't really per se try to follow exactly landed costs of imported ore. Our prices are always on a discount, almost to the extent of 30 to 40% discount on landed cost of imported ore. And as far as domestic ore prices goes, even our prices are, being in Chhattisgarh, our prices are obviously much more competitive in terms of Odisha ore. So, and we look at this whole thing in terms of the landed cost of ore at our customers' location. So, to that extent, our pricing is also follows that trend.
Okay. So, since prices are now at a discount, is there scope to push through another price hike, say in the next 3 to 6 months?
No, I would believe that the prices have more or less plateaued, and I think we'll see as the market as things go on, but we do believe that things and prices have more or less stabilized, and there is not much scope for further increase.
Okay. All right. So you are not going to increase prices anytime soon. Then let me come to production, sir. What levels have Donimalai mines ramped up to, and when will they hit 100%?
So Donimalai, as yet, though we have had discussions with the Karnataka government, and they have permitted us to start, there are some details which have yet to be worked out, and hopefully we will do that as when there are issues which with the Karnataka government, which we hopefully think that will come to a conclusion. But right now there is still some time to go for that, and it will take us some more time to eventually ramp up to 100% capacity in Karnataka.
So what is your estimate in Q4, that is the current quarter, how much will Donimalai produce?
So our target for quarter 4 was 2 million tons, so that's what we wanted to do. So let's see, we're still in the process.
Okay, and what can you also tell us the sales target for full FY21 and 22? So
in FY21, our numbers are more or less going to be similar to what we have done in the previous year. We lost almost around 18-20 million tons of ore in Q1, but somehow we have managed to make up that ore, and now we are back at where we were last year. So hopefully we should be bettering our performance over the last year. So that is about 21. 22 we have the entire Donimalai capacity hopefully should be online, and we intend to do at least something around 40 million tons.
Okay, 40 million tons there. What is the timeline for the demerger and the commissioning of the Nagarnar steel plant?
It should take us a 6 months period, so I think it should be around June, July. That's what we aim to achieve.
Okay, June, July. Now, there are reports indicating that the Chhattisgarh government has demanded a royalty payment from NMDC on a retrospective effect. Would you like to comment on that?
So what will happen is, in case of Chhattisgarh, we are telling the government, we are in discussion with them, and basically this has to be implemented through an amendment in the MMDR Act. And once the Act gets amended, then we will, the state government will, the central government will form a committee, and the high level committee, they will decide on the sort of premiums which needs to be paid to the government. So it will all depend on the amendment to the Act and then the formation of the committee.
Okay. Well, Mr. Deb, has Chhattisgarh government demanded any premium with retrospective effect?
See, on a retrospective effect, probably that will all depend. I mean, this will all depend on the decision of the committee, high level committee, and what it decides to do. So I can't really comment on that.
Okay. Now, reports are also indicating that Chhattisgarh government, the state government has passed a resolution to buy the Nagarnar steel plant. Have they communicated that to you?
No, not really that we know of. And in fact, that this is being driven by the Department of Disinvestment, so they will take a call on that.
Okay, all right. Mr. Deb, thank you so much for joining us and speaking about all of the issues that will impact